This is so weird.
It's kind of nice just having us four.
The first week here, there was 8 people on this team. Who would have thought that by the end, it would be 4?
I don't see Abby.
See if we can get her out here.
This is gonna be an interesting week. It's gonna be just me, Yolanda, Stacy, and Jamie. I put myself on the line to come back, so we're gonna have to make this work. Is Abby back here? Abby? We're all here ready. Are you?
No.
You're not ready?
They're in my building with that camera back here while I'm sitting here without drunk.
What happened? What's wrong? What changed? I thought we were like...
This is my bedroom. Get out! Okay, you have to go. You have to go. Give it to me. Give me the camera. Give it to me.
I don't know. I have no idea. All right, well, let's just... This week, we're competing against the kids that left. And already Abby is out of her mind, screaming in the back room. Maybe this is more than Abby can handle.
She was so hurt on Saturday to think that those kids and the parents would turn their back on her. She was bawling.
Good morning. We're so glad you came out.
Abby, you're missing some shoes.
Because I didn't want to waste time.
Yolanda talked to you this morning, and everything was great.
It's all good.
All right, so we're all good. We're all back on board. All right, well, do you want to get the girls started?
Let's go. 5 years of my life dedicated to this junior league competition team. And they left. The minute they weren't happy, they ran away. I'm not sad. It's just emotional when you think about all those children and all the lives that are different because of me. This is the end of something incredible that we all shared together. But I know it's time for a new beginning. I have a bunch of kids here that could be stars, bigger stars than the elite team could ever dream of being. We've done it before, we will do it again. I'm gonna have to dig deep down inside myself to stay focused on winning, winning, winning. Well, I'm so glad that you're all here. I truly am. I truly am. Well, it's beyond me why anybody wouldn't be here. That's what saddens me. You know, when you put years of your tutelage into a child and then they stab me in the back. But guess what? What's past is past. It's time to think about the future. All of our futures. You know what? I don't need a pyramid anymore. That whole pyramid thing stinks. That pyramid worked way back when I first started with this junior league competition team. But once you know the kids so well that you're like family, and once your family starts crapping all over you, it doesn't work anymore. This is the real world now. You're at the ALDC in LA. No more pyramid. Come on, ladies, let's go. All righty. We went to Youngstown, Ohio, to Intensity Dance. We won.
Highest scoring group, Red Carpet Special.
We should have won. You're national champions. Let's move on to the pyramid. I have Chloe. Chloe, remembering your choreography. That is what you need to work on. Write it down. Maybe if you write it out, it'll sink in. Try that.
This week, Abby has Chloe at the bottom of the pyramid because she forgot her solo. And you know what? For once, I can't really argue with Abby because Chloe did forget her solo and she's getting older and she needs to take responsibility for her actions. She forgot.
Next, Nia. Nia, you don't apply the corrections. That's what you need to do. Try writing them down. Next, Mackenzie. Mackenzie, when I took you out of the group, I gave you this cute little part to do. And thank goodness it was humorous. Because had they started timing our number, we would have been disqualified. And the Abby Lee Dance Company is not gonna get disqualified. All she had to do was grab this rope and pull the carpet across the stage. She kept getting it stuck. I will never forgive Mackenzie for what she did. She made a mockery of the beginning of that routine. You will not be in the group numbers going forward. Not until it's appropriate for you. Understood? And Paige, You got the featured part. You had the big jump, the tilt, whack. You could have made that fabulous, but you didn't do that. You were given an opportunity, and instead of running with it, it was mediocre.
I think Abby takes her frustration out on the kids. Like, if Abby's mad at me, she takes it out on Paige. Just because I don't want to be there, that should not be any reflection onto Paige.
Next, Maddie. You were good. I noticed you have the Sophia hairdo. How about we have the Sophia energy? The Sophia turns. Not worry about the hairdo.
I think there's enough pressure on Maddie without being compared to Sophia. But now I know how the other moms feel when Abby does it to their children.
Next, Kendall. You were in the front. You were given a correction 100 times. Did you keep up with Sophia? I don't know. And at the top of the pyramid is Sophia.
I think like the ceiling was gonna cave in at the Abby Lee Dance Company because Maddie was not on the top of the pyramid. It was Sophie.
Kind of a given. She won the high score overall, 9 to 11-year-old. And she won the entire competition. She was the high score of the day. Sophia is still a part of this team, and she will remain on the pyramid. Just because she's in LA shooting a movie, that's just another feather in my cap. This weekend, we will be traveling to Greensboro, North Carolina. We will be attending Dance Troupe Challenge.
Since Brooke's not in the pyramid, does that mean she's not going this weekend?
Well, Brooke, I want to know what happened over the weekend.
Friday, I was here.
Right.
I went home. And then Saturday, I went to my friend's house. And Sunday, I worked on a project all day.
So you didn't come to rehearsal Sunday? You're 14. You've been taking ballet class since you were 6 or 7 years old.
Abby, if she's gonna do that, like, she spent the entire week learning the number with this group. Why wouldn't she just go away with us and compete the number?
But that doesn't mean you don't do anything dance-wise all weekend.
I realized that Brooke didn't dance last week, so she's not on the pyramid, but she is still part of the group. Sophia's not even here, and she's at the top of the pyramid, and Brooke is, and she's not on it at all.
Vivian, not here. Her mother made it quite clear she was not traveling to Las Vegas, so you know what? This poor little girl is going to suffer. Her mother didn't follow the rules. Let this be a lesson to all of you and to all of your mothers. If you don't follow the rules and you don't give me 100%, I will yank your number from the competition. She's the one that quit. She's the one that bailed. She's the one that ran back to Ohio. You know, we've been on the road. There's bonds that have been made. These people have worked under great pressure. And it's that old adage, I can talk about my moms, but don't anybody else talk about them. Next up, Mackenzie. Honey, I'm sorry you lost your duet partner. However, I want you to practice on all of your jumps and all of your tricks because next week you will definitely be competing.
I don't care if I'm not dancing. I just like to hang out at the pool.
Paige, your performance is good, but you're not winning and you're not placing the overalls. And I feel that you should be placing definitely in the top 10. This is your city. You have the long legs. You have the look. Yes? Because of that, Paige, you're getting a solo. Understood? Second row, Nia. Last week in Orlando, you finally won your category. I think you need to do that all the time. So I hope that your mother now trusts me and doesn't question my every move. I've had it with that. It's what you do on stage that matters. Not the choreography, not the costuming. It's you and your technique that is gonna win the first place. It felt good to win, didn't it? Yes. This week, you get another solo, and I expect you to win again. Brooke, did a great job, but you didn't make the top 3. Yes, I understand the girls were a lot older, but you can't use excuses. You should blow them away. You are doing a solo, and just like Paige, this is your city. You've been talking about Cirque for years since you were a little kid. Certainly somebody from Cirque is going to be judging you here. So you need to step it up and make sure they know your name at the end of the competition.
When I'm older, I want to be on a Cirque du Soleil show. It looked really fun, and they got to do all these cool, like, wear these cool costumes, and they got to, like, hang on stuff and, like, walk on the ceiling and do acro tricks and stuff.
Now, at the top of the pyramid, Chloe. Now, you're probably wondering why, because Chloe didn't dance last week. I keep hearing nobody can win because Maddie wins. Well, you know what? This is your shot. Maddie, I'm giving you the week off. No new solo.
I'm really happy that Abby is not giving Maddie a solo this week. It's giving her a little break, so maybe she can swim a little or have some time. And I think it would be really nice for Chloe to be on top.
I'm sick and tired of all the mothers talking about Maddie gets all the attention, and Maddie gets the pretty costume, and Maddie gets this, and Maddie gets that. I took Maddie out of the equation. Now who are they gonna blame? Chloe, you wanted this shot. Your mother, all I hear is it's Maddie, 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 Maddie. Well, you know what? This is your shot. Here we are in Las Vegas, and you better win.
I'm so glad that Chloe's at the top of the pyramid, finally. But I know why Chloe's at the top of the pyramid, and it's to set her up to fail.
Maddie, you're gonna do the group dance. You will not be performing a solo this week. Now, understand this has nothing to do with you. I wanna let somebody else have a chance to win. I put Chloe on top because she had last week off. So she has no excuses. She must win.
Let's see where we are. 3rd Street Dance. New place. Well, I hope Abby shows up.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
After last week, that would be good.
Since arriving in LA, Abby has been acting totally erratic and not even showing up for rehearsals. Are you coming?
There's some stuff happening at home, so I might have to fly out. I don't know whether I have to just see what's best for me, you know.
Hopefully this week, things will calm down and Abby will get back to helping our girls succeed.
When we go inside, am I going to be the only person talking, or are you girls going to have my back?
I got your back.
Thus far, this LA trip has been challenging, and Abby has not been a good manager for Nia.
I am for the whole team. I am not just for Maddie. They call me and they want Maddie. They don't want Nia.
And when I speak up, the moms give me zero support. So I decided I'm going to reach out to some people that Abby introduced me to that could hopefully help out Nia. Over the summer, we met Aubrey O'Day at Abby's beauty camp in LA. Aubrey is a singer-songwriter. She was part of a girl group called Danity Kane, and she was also part of making the band with P. Diddy. And Aubrey expressed interest in Nia.
Who sings the best?
At this point right now, Nia.
Why are you giving her a single?
I decided to call her last week to see if she was interested in working with Nia. This is Holly. How are you, Nia's mom?
How are you?
I've been meaning to give you a call to see if you might be interested in working with Nia. Abby has forced me to go out on a limb for my kid. If she's not going to do her job as a manager, then I'm going to take matters into my own hands. I'm on edge. I'm about to crack if she says the littlest thing that's going to set me off.
Come on, girls, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Oh, that voice.
Girls, come on, let's go. Hello, let's go, ladies. Come on, come on, come on. All right, last week, competition. Failure.
Why are you blaming the kids when you were absent all week?
We didn't even know if you were gonna show up to the competition. You showed up looking like a homeless woman. You were not you last week, and it concerned us, and it concerned the children.
We were there, but you were not there. And there was never an explanation as to why you weren't there.
And we want to make sure it doesn't happen again.
So you still don't have an answer as to why you were not there last week?
Abby's, kind of been acting crazy. And then on the other side, Holly is pissed off. It's gonna be a rough day, I can tell.
I don't owe you an explanation.
You do.
If I wasn't there, just guess it was a darn good reason.
And if it's a darn good reason, why could you share it?
Gianna was there. If I'm not there, I'll send somebody.
Abby is not doing her job. What she did last week was wrong. Abby ruined Nia's audition.
She took the character in a different direction, which was her mother.
You by taking away our opportunity. So if that makes you feel good, so be it.
Trying to protect your child and make her not look like a complete fool. Go back and look at your pictures of your personality when you were a baby, before she made the mini-me.
Others may not hold Abby accountable for her behavior, but I do. And I am not going to let Abby off the hook. That was mean-spirited, what you said. You gave her an opportunity and took it away. She's the only girl on this team that you ever take something away from. The only one. And let it not go unnoticed.
That's
Let
kind
other
of
people see it.
That's kind of a bold-faced lie.
No, because when there are dances, who pulls the dance? When there's a duet, it's always pulled before Nia.
Nia, something wrong?
So you have nothing to say to Nia about what you said.
I've done nothing. Girls, you can go in the other room and you can dance.
No, I am
No,
not
no,
going to
this
have
is-
this
this is
woman
ridiculous.
stand here and lie about what she said. I refuse to be in a room with this woman who's lying.
Good.
My integrity is worth more. You are shallow, nasty. Well, I'm not leaving the team. So if that's what you want, I'm
Go
not your new
somewhere
Chrissy, and I'm not your new Kelly, and Nia is not Brooke, Paige, or Chloe. Okay? So you get your act together and you stop telling lies. You are a liar. An absolute liar. And you sit there and all of you women stand here and you're cowards.
I wasn't
You're
there.
cowards.
You weren't
You know I would
there.
never lie. And you let this woman stand here and lie.
I've never seen Holly so upset in our whole relationship.
I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and I cannot take this anymore. Not only do I deserve better, that little girl deserves better. She's a vicious, a nasty, foul woman. None of those other mothers said a single word. They let that woman tear my kid apart last week, and they did the same thing today. That woman is insane. She's crazy.
All right, so Aubrey, I just had a situation with one of the moms, Holly, the woman that called you, behind my back. It was ugly. I wish I had it on videotape so I could send it to you.
My assumption was that this was something they were asking me to do, like, for you as your friend.
Right, and that's what they do. They lie and they go to my friends and they use them. It needs to be done the right way. Okay, all right, bye. Aubrey O'Day.
I think Holly needs to keep Abby in her pocket and not cut her off because Abby has a lot of connections. I mean, Holly's a dance mom. What's she gonna do for Nia?
So if I don't need her and she doesn't need me, what the hell is she still doing here?
Well, because she's a part of this team.
But she doesn't need to be. Everyone's
I
replaceable.
believe she wants to be.
I cannot believe that Polly acted like that. It is really hard to feel like I have a team when a mother that's been with me for years goes behind my back and uses one of my friends. So, JoJo, you're on the bottom because you're not even on the team. We'll just move you over here. You're not part of it. Better headshot, though. Cute. Nia, that's you next. I'm sure she would have fought with me about that. We have you next. You're good? And next we have Mackenzie, same thing. And then we have Kalani, not a lot to judge you on. And then on the top again, we have Maddie. Great, congratulations. There you go. We're going to sheer talent. I'm sure we'll be embarrassed and humiliated there. Kendall, you were doing a solo, and the other solo is going to JoJo because you're not in the group dance.
We got cremated last week, and it's clear that Abby is buckling under the pressure of being here in Los Angeles. I don't know. I don't know why Abby would give JoJo a solo. I don't know what's going on here. Abby's nuts.
I just pretend it doesn't matter. I can't pretend anymore. Nobody is gonna talk to me that way. No one. I'm not gonna stand here and do something that I don't wanna do. I don't wanna do it. I wanna teach dance. I wanna be creative. Don't wanna do this anymore.
Once again, Abby's leaving us. And this time, I really don't know if she's coming back.